What is going on, my people? How are we doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, baby. Let's go. You already know, Eric. Happy Friday, the best day of the week. Some might say Saturday's the best day of the week. I'm a Friday guy personally. I don't know about you. I'm a Friday guy personally. I think if Fridays are the best because you know what's right around the corner. You know what's right around the corner, and that's the weekend, baby. We got loaded college football slate tomorrow. We got a loaded college basketball slate tomorrow. Then Sunday, we got NFL. And then Friday, we got a damn good slate as well. I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yes, new show, Tireless Vision. We've been running this for like the last week. I hop on here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The days I'm not on the morning show. We go over the slate. I use the betting tools over at PickDawgz.com, and I try to cook you guys up some winners. If you guys are hopping in right now, the people who are in here, to make this show better, be active in the comments. Or I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping to myself the whole time. But I like to be interactive. You know, this is my show, but this is also your guys' show as well. Pop a little nicotine in it. Are you guys nicotine users? I don't suggest it, but sometimes you got to lock in, baby. I got a little caffeine as well. We're going to have a good show today. Busy day for your boy. It's a busy day for your boy. Yeah, I love this weekend slate as well. I'm currently digging in. I have to do, I think it's 12 videos today, 12 singular videos, and then I'm going to have a ton of premiums for tomorrow. So today I'm just grinding, man. It's a grind. Yes, sir. Pop one in. If you got one, if you use nicotine, man, pop a pouch in with me. Let's lock in, baby. Let's lock in. NBA Cup tonight? NBA Cup. I don't know how you guys feel about, sadly, yes. Yeah, I think we're all on it, man. I mean, in this day and age, especially if you live in America, you got to grind. You got to be locked in to keep up. And any help you could get, caffeine, nicotine, shit, I got to use it. I got to use it, man. But yeah, like I was saying, NBA Cup today. I don't know how you guys feel about the NBA Cup in the NBA. Obviously in the NBA. It's cool. It's cool. It's kind of fun when it goes down to the end and they start playing the games in Vegas. I guess it does make the regular season a bit more exciting. These early stage games, though, I handicap them just like a normal NBA game. And I feel like there might be a little bit of extra motivation for these players for these games, especially in these early stages, but I don't really know how much. I don't put too much stock in it. But how's everyone doing, man? I think I'm just going to cover NBA today. You know, we do have a decent college basketball slate. We got UNC Kansas. That's a good game. College football slate is real nice. I'll probably talk about everything. But should we get into it? Should we get into it? I was on the USF Bulls last night. Shout out the USF Bulls, man. Sweat free. That was my pick of the day. Also swept the premiums yesterday. 3-0. 3-0. We had a sweep on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes on Wednesday. And then yesterday I went 1-4. That sucks, man. Right when you start feeling yourself, it's like the betting gods are like, sit down, buddy. You're not better than us. The betting gods always come out on top. Let's go, Justin. Appreciate you hopping in here, man. We're gonna have a day. Love a good Friday this time of year, baby. Yep, hell yeah. I was on the Raiders as well. That was one of my premiums. Ugly game. That's kind of what I expected it to be. The Broncos, what are they, 8-2 at this point? I don't know how good that 8-2 is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about the Broncos. They win games. They pull games out. That's kind of how the Chiefs were last season, though. If you guys don't remember, the Chiefs the Chiefs should have lost so many games last season, and they finished 15-2 and still ended up going to the Super Bowl. So I guess in the NFL, even if it's not pretty, if you're winning games, I guess you're winning games. You know, you can't be mad at it. So shout out the Broncos. That shit was ugly as hell last night, though. All right, let's get into the slate. Let's do it, man. Like I said, your boy's busy today. I got to do the NFL video later today, too. Man, oh, man. It's that time of year. I love it, though. I love it. I'm not complaining because we're going to take a blink, guys. We're going to blink, and we're going to be in baseball season again, and we're going to be like, shit, where did the time go? I know what's going to happen. It happens every year. And then baseball season, it feels like it lasts an eternity. The fact that we're on week 11 in college football kind of makes me sad. You know, I'm trying to live in the moment and be happy that college football is here. But the fact that it's week 11 already, god dang, slow down. I've been really enjoying this college football season. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I think Bo Nix is overrated. Even though that they're 8-2, I still feel like Bo Nix is having a sophomore slump. Like if you look at their record, you might not think so, but when I watch Bo, it ain't that pretty. I will say one thing about Bo Nix and that Broncos offense, it didn't happen last night, but they've been turning it up in the fourth quarter. They've been finishing games strong. They start games looking like shit. You know, we all know about that Giants miraculous comeback. Like that Broncos team, they're a team that finishes strong, and you got to give them their props with that. Yeah, I think we're kind of all on the same page, man. I think everyone kind of feels the same about Bo Nix, but if he could be a game manager, man, they got weapons, they got a good defense, like they're going to win a ton of games. Do I see Bo Nix taking a team to a Super Bowl? Nah, not there yet. The dog day shall return. It'll be here before we know it. It'll be here before we know it. So let's be grateful for these times. Let's live in the present and just appreciate these times, man. So let's start this thing off, man. Cleveland Cavs, Washington Wizards. Ugh. Cavs laying 13.5 on the road. I'm on the Wizards. Probably not a game I'm going to bet, but man, it's just, I think it's a bit too much lumber to lay with the Cavs. Cavs just haven't been the same cover team this season as they were last season. Am I crazy for liking the Wizards today? Let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy for liking the Wizards? I'm looking up the Cavs ATS record. I know it's not that pretty. What's the Cavs ATS record? Yeah, the Cavs this season are 2-6 ATS. They've only covered 2 spreads. They barely covered in their last game. They played the Sixers. They're on the back end of a back-to-back. They won that game by 11, so they covered. Like, you can't be mad at it. But 2-6 ATS, 1-3 ATS on the road. It's ugly. Yeah, I'm probably not going to talk about this game much. What's up, Seth? Appreciate you hopping in, man. If you got any questions about a game or anything, let me know. We are going to cook up this Friday slate. I'm scared of the whole thing. Yep, I feel you, brother. Yeah, this game is disgusting. I lean Wizards. Looking at the injury report here. DeAndre Hunter questionable. Lonzo out. Wade out. Strus out. Washington's pretty healthy. I'll take a shot with Washington at home. Keep it close. But would I be surprised if I blinked and the Cavs were up by 20? No. It's one of those games. It's one of those games. Next up, let's talk about my Orlando Magic. Boston Celtics headed into Orlando to play the Magic. Boston Celtics catching 3.5. I mean, the way I look at this game, how the hell are the Magic laying over a bucket against the Celtics? I know the Celtics are 4-5, no Tatum. Like, this is a team that is completely different from last year. The Magic are 2-6 ATS, 0-3 ATS at home. They just took a 15-point loss to the Hawks. I think Trae Young didn't even play in that game. They were 3.5-point favorites in that one. And now the Magic are laying 3.5 in Orlando. I mean, the line tells you to take the Magic, but, bro, I am not there. Magic are going to have to show me something, man. Like, if you look at the Magic's covers this season, like I said, they've only covered 2 games this season. It was against the trash-ass Washington Wizards and the trash-ass Charlotte Hornets. Cool. You covered against those teams. Every other team, you lost, or even when you won, you didn't cover. So I think it's got to be the Celtics for me here. It looks like 66% of the bets are on the Celtics. So the Celtics are catching some public love. And then 49% of the handles on the Magic. So like I said, line tells you to take the Magic. Looks like there's some sharp money coming in on the Magic, but nah, I ain't buying that shit, man. And I like Jaylen Brown over points. Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points. That's money. That's money, man. Jaylen Brown's just been eating. And in Jaylen Brown's last game, he put up 35. Game before that, he put up 36. He's put up 30 or more points in 4 of his last 5. Is it a square? Yes. Does it seem too obvious to take Jaylen Brown over points? Sure. Am I going to take it? Yes. Sometimes you just gotta look at the game, man. Who else is going to score on this Celtics team? Of course, you got Derek White, a.k.a. Prometheus. Let's see some other point totals for the Celtics. You got Simons. I am a Simons guy. You got Pritchard. Like, bro, it's gonna be the Jaylen Brown show. Do I think SIU Edwards covers? Let's check out that game. Who does SIU Edwards play? Could you let me know, my brother? And is that game happening soon? Is that why you're asking? Because typically when you guys ask about these random ass little schools, it's typically because the game's going to start soon and you want to sweat. And I'm with you there. Does SIU Edwards? Yes, they do. They play UTSA. Bro, like, I'm not trying to lead you the wrong way. What do you like in that game? Did I handicap SIU Edwards versus UTSA? I didn't. It looks like SIU Edwards is catching 7.5, 7, wherever you get at. You're on SIU. I mean, shit. Who did they play in their first game? Who did SIU play in their first game? I don't even know. Probably some D2 school. You miss winning day baseball? I mean, yeah, I guess. I like this time of year better, though, Justin. Let me tell you what. Yes, winning some Wednesday day baseball, it's fun. Shit also breaks my heart sometimes, too. Could put me in a bad mood early on in the day, let me tell you what. But yeah, UTSA, they lost their first game of the season by 15 to East Carolina. Granted, they were on the road. They were 4.5-point dogs, but they didn't lose by 15. They lost by 5. So they played a close competitive game to East Carolina. Yeah, I'm not mad at SIU. Like I said, don't know too much about those teams yet. Let's cover this game. This is a good one. Rockets versus Spurs. When I made the video on this game, it was Rockets laying 2.5. Now it is Rockets laying 4.5. Is there an injury that we need to talk about? Why did that line jump 2 points? Let's see. There's probably some injury on the Spurs side. All right, De'Aaron Fox out. Sochan questionable. Cornette out. Olynyk questionable. Harper out. I mean, San Antonio has been banged up this whole season. On the other hand, Finney-Smith out. Steven Adams questionable. Of course, no Van Fleet. I like the Rockets. I liked it way better at 2.5. This Rockets team is just on fire. You know, this is a Rockets team when they got KD, when they got rid of Green, when they got rid of Dylan Brooks. I was curious if it would have took some time for them to mesh and get going, but this team has just been on a roll. They've been on an absolute roll, and it's a tough team to fade right now. Yeah, I still like the Houston Rockets in this game. Line jump though. I liked it way more at 2.5. Let's see. It looks like no sharp money on either side. Damn, looks like 86% of the bets are on the over, but 51% of the handles on the under. That's pretty interesting. Spurs have been a really good defensive team this season. Let's see. Let me pull that game up. Let's see. Let's look at the over-under numbers for these teams. Yeah, so every Spurs home game this season, the under has hit. But every Rockets road game this season, the over has hit. So interesting there when it comes to a total perspective. I'm going to stand on business. I made the video on that game. I gave out the Rockets. Like I said, it was laying 2.5. I also gave out the Rockets on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. So I'm locked in on the Rockets. Like I said, though, at 4.5, I don't love it as much. Like, if you were to bet this game right now, would I probably stay away? Yes. You like the Spurs. Yeah, I mean, the Spurs, this is a Spurs team that started off the season 5-0. They lost their last 2 games, but both those games were on the road at Phoenix, at LA. Now they're back home where they're undefeated this season. I'm not mad at it. If you're on the Spurs and all these points, you can't. I see where you're coming from. Also, these teams do not like each other. So it's going to be a hard-fought, close and competitive game. Getting 4.5, 3.5, whatever you got it at. Not mad at it. I'm just going to stand on business, though, because I gave the Rockets out in multiple videos. All right. Pistons, Nets. Let's see, man. Pistons laying 10.5. I lean that way. Nets just pick up their first win. Beat the Pacers. I was on the Pacers in that game. That was a stupid pick. I'm not going to lie. That was a stupid pick. That was my only loss on that day. But the Pistons, man, this is a team that's covered 4 straight games. And, we saw them lay 7.5 earlier this season against Dallas, won that one by 12. They were laying 9.5 in their last game against Utah, won that one by 11. So this is a Pistons team that can cover these big spreads. This is a Pistons team that can run up the score. So I still think the Nets are the worst team in the NBA. And coming off their first win, I kind of like fading them. Pistons 6-2 ATS this season, 4-1 ATS as a favorite. Like I said, this is a team that is going to be a moneymaker this season. Oh, no Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas isn't in this game? Yeah. Let's check out the injury report for this bad boy. If no Cam Thomas, I mean, yeah, we're definitely going to have to lay the lumber here, guys. Pistons a little bit banged up still. Tobias Harris out. LeVert questionable. Yeah, Cam Thomas out. Powell questionable. Highsmith out. I mean, let's look at Michael Porter Jr. points. Who else is going to score on this damn Nets team? Michael Porter Jr.'s point line is set at 20.5. It's coming off a game where he dropped 32. I like Pistons. I like Pistons laying all the points, but in a game script where the Nets are probably going to have to be fighting and clawing back this whole game, I think Michael Porter Jr. over points isn't a bad play. Someone's going to have to score on the Nets, and if Cam Thomas isn't playing, who else is going to do it? Probably MPJ. Everybody's on the over in this Nuggets game, but the line has dropped. Yeah, I'm taking the under. Interesting point there. Yeah, let's check out that game. That's actually a pretty solid game. I know Steph and all those boys were questionable. Let's see if we have some more information on that. I gave out the Warriors on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes, but I said in that game, I'm only taking it if Steph plays. Let's see. Steph's out. Damn it. Jimmy Butler questionable. Draymond Green questionable for the Nuggets. They're really healthy. Yeah, that's tough. No, I don't mind that under though. I mean, if those guys aren't playing, that's the reason why the total dropped, I assume, is because Steph is officially out. But damn, kind of seems like a smash spot for the Nuggets now. Especially if there's no Jimmy, no Draymond. That one could get ugly. Let's see. Who's winning? Mavericks or Glizzies? The Glizzies. And then, Brad, what do you think about Bulls, Bucks? We'll talk. That's a good game. We'll talk about that one. But Mavericks, I almost said Glizzies. Mavericks, Grizzlies. Bro, the Mavericks are ass. They're a bad team. They are a bad squad, especially with no AD. This team is very hard to touch at this point, man. Actually, AD is questionable for this game. He is questionable. Knowing Anthony Davis is ass, though, that man probably ain't playing today. And, I mean, we saw this Mavs team. They lost to the Pelicans in their last game. The Pelicans were on the back end of a back-to-back in that game. They played a game in New Orleans, beat the Hornets, got their first win of the season, and then traveled into Dallas and beat Dallas. And in that game, Dallas only put up 99 points. Like, this Dallas team is bad. I'll take the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are also a team that's, 3-6 straight up, 2-4 straight up at home, 2-7 ATS. Like, the Grizzlies aren't the Grizzlies we all know and love from a couple years ago. They're just not. They're not a good team either. But the Mavs, if AD doesn't play in this game, I think you got to go Grizzlies. I think you got to go Grizzlies. No Brandon Clark, no ED, no Pippen Jr., no Ty Jerome. But I think Ja at home does enough to get a win and cover there. So I lean Grizzlies, but man, two teams that kind of gross. Kind of gross. Let's talk about Bucks Bulls. Two teams that have been money makers this season. Bucks laying 4.5 in this one. I think last night it was at 3.5. Where did this line open up as? So it actually opened up Bucks -5. I think it dropped to 3.5 when I was handicapping this game last night. I almost had this game as a premium, and now it is back up to 4.5. The Bulls 5-1-1 ATS. Let's see. Bucks 5-3 ATS, 3-1 ATS at home. See, the thing about the Bulls is they're coming off that miraculous win against the Sixers. I don't know how the Sixers blew that one. That was crazy. I will say the Bulls are both of these teams are pretty rested. The last time both of these teams played was on November 4th. So both these teams are going to be fresh, but man, I'll take a shot here with the Bucks at home. Yes, for the Bucks, it's the Giannis show. Like, he's not getting much help from any other guys. Like, if you look at the Bucks player props, Giannis's line is set at 32.5, and then the closest person to him when it comes to a point line is Rollins at 13.5. Like, it is a one-man show, which do I like taking teams like that? Typically no, but with the way that the Bucks have been playing at home, with the way Giannis has been playing this season, I'll take the Bucks. The Bulls, yes, they start off hot and have been a great moneymaker this season, but how long is that going to last? How long is that going to last, man? When you look at this lineup, especially still with no Kobe White, it's just like, I don't know. I think they caught some fire early this season. I think the Bulls are going to slow down. I think they're going to have to slow down at some point. Yeah, I mean, if like no Curry, I lean the Nuggets. Memphis, yeah. Let's talk about Raptors Hawks. Another game that I almost had as a premium. I love the Raptors in this spot. The only thing that concerns me is this line movement. It was Toronto laying 2.5 last night. Now it's Atlanta laying 2.5. So the line totally flipped in this game. Does that worry me a bit? Yes, but if no Trae Young, it's like, bro, I like this Raptors lineup so much better than the Hawks. Like, bro, they got Quickly, Barrett, Barnes. I'm missing one. Brandon Ingram. And with no Trae Young, it's like, bro, like Jalen Johnson can only do so much. I do like Jalen Johnson over points. That's probably my favorite player prop for this game. But only thing that scares me is that line movement. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why that line is moving towards the Hawks so much. It's probably because the Hawks are getting a ton of sharp money. I don't know what people see in it. 61% of the bets are on the Toronto Raptors. 87% of the handles on the Hawks. That's the only reason why it missed my premium list, is because why the hell is that line moving like that? What do odds makers know that we don't? They know something. They know something, because in my opinion, with no Trae Young in these two squads, I would put the Raptors at 2.5 point favorites, 3.5 point favorites. I just think they're substantially the better team with no Trae Young in the lineup for the Hawks. So why the hell is that line moving that way? It just doesn't make sense to me. So a game I would be weary about. Don't bet the house on it, but I think the Raptors have to be the play. Yep, I'm with you there. Putting my rent money. I just said don't bet the house on it. My man's putting his rent money on it. Shit, if you're actually doing that, man, I want to do that, but if you are, go Raptors, baby. Let's go. Yeah, hopefully Jaw does something. Yeah, hopefully, man. It is the Jaw show over there in Memphis. Bucks money line. Yeah. Giannis is an absolute animal. And I feel like Giannis at this point of his career, I think everyone's so used to him being so dominant that like no one really like talks about Giannis no more. Like Giannis just puts up ungodly numbers night in, night out. But I think we're also used to it. We're just like, oh yeah, that's Giannis. But that dude is generational, bro. It doesn't matter who's on that Bucks team. If you got Giannis in that lineup, sheesh. Yeah, Giannis over rebounds is an absolute moneymaker. That shit's an absolute moneymaker. UC Irvine. Let's see. Who does UC Irvine play? If you could let me know in the comments, I could cover that game real quick. Probably a late game. Let's see. Yeah, last game of the night. They played Cal Baptist. You know, UC Irvine was if they're anything like they were last season, they're going to be some dogs. UC Irvine was a really nice squad. They did lose am I reading this right? Did UC Irvine? No, they didn't lose their first game of the season. Who did UC Irvine play to start this season off? It's not even showing up. But yeah, I lean UC Irvine there. Like I said, still early in the season, still trying to get a read on these teams. But if UC Irvine's anything like they were last season, they should beat up on a team like Cal Baptist. Giannis rebounds. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. The Raptors seem too easy. That's the issue. I feel like we're all going to love the Raptors. It makes so much sense to take the Raptors tonight. It kind of seems a little bit too easy, and that's what scares me a bit. Yep, everyone's on the Raptors. I'm gonna ride the Raptors with you guys. Let's that's gonna be our play for today. I'm saying it now. My boy said he's gonna put his rent money on it, so let's ride with my guy. But yeah, let's roll with the Raptors. I think Hawks. Okay, we got a contrarian in the chat. Never fade brick. He thinks the Hawks win with no Trae Young. Interesting. Don't do parlay. Yes, talk to him. Don't do parlay. Let's see. To trade Garland and Allen for Young. Woo! That would be crazy. I mean, that's giving up a lot, but for Giannis, you're gonna have to put some chips in the table to get a guy like Giannis. Garland and Allen. I feel like that's a fair trade. And if you're Milwaukee, it's like, all right, you won a finals with Giannis. Do you rebuild? Do you take another direction, or do you keep Giannis as the heart and soul of your team? Whereas the Cavs, they're in win now mode. The Cavs are in a window. The way their lineup is constructed, the way they're playing, This is a Cavs team that was one of the number one seed in the Eastern Conference last year. They did lose in the first round of the playoffs, but Cleveland's in win now mode. Trading Garland for Allen, it's a lot, but shit, man. Giannis on the Cavs, that'd be clean. Raptors money line. Yup, we're riding it. Anyone got an ultimate lock tonight? I mean, we're all on the Raptors, brother. I don't think there's a such thing as ultimate lock, but I think we all like the Raptors here. Grizzlies play of the day. Woo! Yeah, I mean, if Anthony Davis doesn't play, I'm not mad at that. Can you give one ATS or team total that you think is almost a guarantee? I mean, guarantees are tough to give out. There's no guarantees in life. Let me tell you what. I will say some of the plays that I like today, I like Jaylen Brown over points. Why overthink it? Jaylen Brown over points is a very confident play for me. I like Jalen Johnson over points as well, if you like player props. Giannis rebounds. We talked about that. Great play. And then we're all on the Raptors money line. So those are some of the plays that we've gone over today. Guarantees. No, like I said, they're not guarantees, but those are some of the plays I'm liking here. Ooh, you like Cal Baptist plus the points? Interesting. Yeah, Mavs, no offense. Ooh, I got a premium pick on this game. I do, and I'm going to give it to you guys for free. I have 5 college basketball games today, 1 college football, and 1 NBA. So giving out a nice little college basketball premium for you guys for free. I don't think that's going to hurt. So I'm on Furman. I love Furman. I think the fact that Furman's favored in this game, the way they are with how they looked in their first game of the season, tells you what you need to know. Love Furman today. One of my favorite college basketball plays for today's slate. So let me know what you think about that game. Were you on the same page there with Furman? I think they get the job done. AJ Green? Cincinnati Bengals? You going through more college games? Honestly, this show is going to be more NBA focused, to be perfectly honest with you. What's your Instagram? Brad Wins Bets. Should be a follow on Instagram. I try to get active on there. I run the PickDawgz Instagram, so I'm busy as hell with PickDawgz stuff. That's my number one focus, but I'll throw some stuff on Instagram here and there. At Brad Wins Bets. Appreciate the follow, my brother. Let's go. Furman, baby. Yes, I love Furman. I love Furman, man. I like Furman, but line movement is crazy. What's the line movement on that bad boy? What is the line movement on that bad boy? I got it at -3. Looks like some books have it at 2.5. Some books have it at 3.5. I think it's fine. I think Furman's still the play. Rockets, Spurs. Like I said, if you watch the beginning of the stream, I like the Rockets. I liked it at 2.5 a lot. At 4.5, I don't love it as much. That's how I feel about it. Let's see. Is there any other games we want to talk about? I still have a bunch of videos I have to do today, guys. I have to do the NFL show as well, or Brad's breakdown. I'm busy as shit today, so this was going to be a shorter show. But let me know if you guys have any other games you want to talk about. Let's talk about some college football real quick while we're waiting. Got a premium in this game. That's my pick of the day is in UCF versus Houston. So if you want my best play in college football tonight, it's over at the site, $25. I have a play I absolutely love in that Colorado Knights game. Northwestern versus USC. Interesting game here. I made a video on this game. I like Northwestern in this one. USC's coming off of games against Notre Dame, Michigan, and Nebraska. This kind of seems like a bit of a sleepy spot for USC on a Friday night. We always see these Friday night games get weird. Northwestern has been so great ATS all season long. I like Northwestern plus the points. I think they make this one gross. I think they make this one dirty. Yes, USC will be able to score the ball in this game. Don't get me wrong, but I think Northwestern's offense could put up some points as well. We've seen Northwestern's offense be able to move the ball. So I like Northwestern plus the 14.5. And then I also like the over in that game. Let's see. What do you like? Fought Bucks? I like the Bucks. If that's what you're asking, I like the Bucks. I do. Anything else, guys? Northwestern with the points. Yep. What do I like from Memphis? I like Memphis. If Anthony Davis doesn't play, Memphis all day for me. Yeah, Northwestern I feel like has to be the play. Just seems like a weird spot for USC, man. They've had 3 big games. They performed solid in 2 of them, beating Michigan, beating Nebraska last week. That Nebraska game was a hard-fought game. Late night, cold. It was a blackout game for Nebraska. It was a defensive battle. I think, and then Northwestern's coming off a bye, I believe. I believe Northwestern's coming off a bye, so they're fresh, ready to go. Whereas I think USC, they're gonna feel that Nebraska game a bit. They're gonna feel that Nebraska game coming into this one. Kansas or UNC? I lean Kansas. I think Kansas is the all-around better team. Tough game to handicap though. I mean, flip a coin. That's a coin flip. I truly think that's a coin flip. The line tells you that. Lean Kansas though. I'm a little bit more higher on Kansas than UNC this season. Anything else, guys? I think that's going to do it, man. Shorter show today. I would say longer, but bro, it's a busy one. Your boy got a busy one today. So every day, or no, not every day. Why am I saying every day? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I come on here 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we just run through the slate. It's a fun little show. It's interactive. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it, man. I'm going to catch you next Monday. Let's have a damn good weekend. Lock in. I'm going to have Saturday and Sunday are going to be big for me. So if you want to hop in with me, check out the premiums. Appreciate you guys watching this. I'll catch you on the next one.